Hi everyone. We're going to read Exodus 32 and just talk about it a little bit, and then you can write your comments below if you want. And then we're going to read Psalms to end it off. So, chapter 32. When the people saw that Moses delayed the to come down off of the mountain, the people got together with Aaron and told him, uh, "Get up and make us gods," because Moses wasn't coming down. Because Moses, the man that brought us out of the land of Egypt, we don't know what happened to him. And Aaron said to the people, "Take off your golden earrings that are in that you have on, your wives and your sons and daughters, and bring them to me." And all the people broke off their earrings and took them to Aaron. And he melted the gold down into a baby cow. And the people said, "These are our gods that brought us out of Egypt." And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before the calf. And Aaron proclaimed that tomorrow would be a feast to God. So they're worshiping these golden calves. And they got up early in the next morning and gave burnt offerings, peace offerings, and the people sat down to eat and drink, and they got up to play. God said to Moses, "Go and get down." God told Moses to go down off the mountain because the people have corrupted themselves. They made a feast to this golden calf. They gave offerings to this baby calf, and they also, uh, they're worshiping it. So they turned aside and then God said to Moses, "I've seen this people, and these are a stiff-necked people. Therefore, leave me alone, so my wrath uh, will be hot against these people, and I consume them." So um, Moses sought the Lord and said, Why are you so angry against the people that you have brought out of Egypt with great power and a mighty hand? Why should the Egyptians say that he brought them out for trouble and then to kill them in the mountains, to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from your fierce wrath and repent of this evil against your people. So Moses is asking God to remember Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which was named Israel, to who God swore by himself and told them that he would multiply their seed as the stars of heaven, so their families. And this land that I've spoken of, he will give that to them, and they shall inherit it forever. And God repented of the evil that he thought to do unto his people, because Moses prayed to him and asked him not to. And Moses turned and went down from the mountain and the two tables of the testimony were in his hand, and the tables were written on both sides. On the one side and on the other they were written. And the tables were the work of God, and the writing was the writing of God on the stone. And when Joshua heard the noise of the people, as they shouted, he told Moses, there was a noise of war in the camp. So it sounds like people were fighting. And he said, it's not the voice of them that shout for mastery, neither is it the voice of them that cry for being overcome, but the noise of people that are singing. And as soon as Moses came near the camp of the people, he saw the gold calf and the people dancing, and Moses was very angry, and he threw the tables out of his hands and broke them beneath the mountain. And he took the golden calf that they made and burned it in the fire so it became a powder, and then put it into the water and made the children of Israel drink it. And Moses told Aaron, what did this people do to you that you did this? And Aaron said, let not the anger of my Lord be hot. You know the people, that they are set on mischief, because they said to me, make us gods that will go before us. For as this Moses, the man that brought us out of the land of Egypt, we didn't know what happened to him. And then Aaron said to them, whoever has any gold, bring it to me. And then he made the golden calf. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, because Aaron made them be naked because of their shame from their enemies, and Moses stood in the gate of the camp and he said, who is on the Lord's side? Let him come to me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together to him. And he said that God said, put every man, take his sword and go in and out from gate to gate through the camp and kill every man. So the children of Levi did according to what Moses said. So Levi's family killed about 3,000 people. Moses said, consecrate yourselves today to the Lord, every man on his son and his brother, so God can give you a blessing today. And it came to pass on the next day that Moses said to the people, you have sinned a great sin. Now I will go up to God. I will make an atonement for your sins. And Moses told God and said, this people have sinned a great sin and made gods of gold. If you will forgive their sin, and if not, blot me, I pray, out of the book that you have written. So that may mean that Moses saying, if you want to hold me responsible, just send me to hell. And God said to Moses, whoever has sinned against me, I will blot out of my book. Therefore go, lead the people to the place of where I have spoken unto you. My angel shall go before you, and the day when I will visit their sin on them. And God plagued the people because they made the golden calf that Aaron made. that's chapter 32 of Exodus, and I'll read some Psalms. So, Psalm 90, it says, God, you have been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were brought forth or ever had formed the earth and world, even from everlasting to everlasting, God has been there. You turned man to destruction and said, return, children. For 1,000 years in God's sight are like yesterday when it's past. God carries them away like a flood, like they're sleeping. In the morning, they're like grass that grows up. In the morning, it flourishes, which means it grows. In the evening, it's cut down and it withers. We are consumed by God's anger and by the wrath. We're troubled. You have set our iniquities before God. Our secret sins are in the light, and God counts them. All of our days are passed away in God's wrath. We spend our years like a tale that was told. The days of our years are 80 years and 10, and if by reason of strength. So if we have strength from God, they're 80 years. Yet their strength, labor, and sorrow, it will soon be cut off, and then we fly away. Who knows the power of God's anger? Even according to fear is God's wrath. Teach us to number our days, that we can apply our hearts to wisdom of making the right decisions. Return, God. How long? How long will it be till you return, God? And let it repent concerning us, your servants. Satisfy us early with your mercy, that we may rejoice and be glad all of our days. Satisfy us early with your mercy. Make us glad according to the days where you have afflicted us. And the years where we have seen evil. Let your work appear unto your servants, and glory unto the children. And the beauty of God, our God, is on us, and establish your work of our hands on us. The work of our hands establish us. So Psalm 91 says, he that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler, so the trap of any person, and from the pestilence, something that bothers you. He shall cover you with his feathers, and under his wings shall you trust. His truth shall be a shield and buckler. You shall not be afraid for the terror of night, or for the arrow that flies by the day. So did you hear that? You don't need to be scared of the dark. Well, it tells you if you believe in God, then you don't need to be scared of the dark, and you don't need to be scared at nighttime.
Mm.
If the pestilence that walks in the darkness And do not be afraid of the destruction that is in the day. 1,000 people will fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you because of God's protection. Only with your eyes shall you behold and see the reward of the wicked, because they get punished. Because you have made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, your habitation. Which I believe he's speaking about Jesus. There shall no evil befall you, neither shall any plague come near where you live. For he shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all of your ways. And they shall bear the cup in their hands, if you dash your foot against a stone. You shall tread on the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shall you trample under your feet. Because he has set his love on us, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high because he has known my name. He shall call on me and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation.